Are you coming to Belize in the near future and want to know what is the most efficient way to use your time when you arrive here? In today's video, I'm gonna give you my top 10 in no specific order, things you should do when you come to Belize. And the last one, well, it just might shock and amaze you. Starting at number 10, we have Rio Blanco Falls. It's part of a 500-acre national park. It's located about 5 minutes from the town of Punta Gordas. And Rio Blanco is one of those places that when you get there, if you've ever seen those memes, Instagram versus reality, it's one of the few places in the world that when you get there, your Instagram post is gonna be just as good as the reality because basically no one is there. Toledo is one of the less traveled areas of Belize. It's a beautiful waterfall. That is my number 10, Rio Blanco Falls. Coming in at number 9, we have Coxcomb National Park. Coxcomb is located in the Stan Creek district of Belize. It is a larger national park. You're gonna have everything from smaller hiking trails to caves, to mountains, to waterfalls. Tiger fern is one of my favorites. So you're gonna be able to see all of these things condensed within one area. And it's located close to Hopkins and Placencia. So if you're wondering, how do I get there? Well, if you're in the Stan Creek area, it's gonna be pretty convenient to get to. And actually, if you do go, make sure you get a selfie with the hidden plane wreck that's somewhere in there. I'm not gonna tell you where. And if you really are ambitious, you wanna plan the craziest thing you could do, Victoria's Peak is the highest point in Belize. That's located in Coxcomb. That's our number 9. Coming in at number 8, we have the smaller keys and islands. If you've researched Belize at all, then you're familiar at this point that Belize has approximately 200 different keys and islands, and each one has its own unique, breathtaking beauty. And when you come here, I highly recommend going out, adventuring and looking at some of the smaller keys because they have so much beauty to offer. Some of the ones I would mention, Moho Key. One I always have a good time at is King Louis Key, which is a little pirate themed island. There's so many of these little islands, so get a boat one day, hop around and explore some of the keys, do some snorkeling, and that is my number 8. Coming in at number 7, we have Caracol Mayan Temple. Now this one is for the more adventurous travelers. If you're somebody that likes to go in to the more remote areas when you travel, if you want to get a little more off the beaten path, to get to Caracol, you have to go into the Pine Ridge area of Cayo and take approximately a 2-hour drive all the way through the jungle. So you're gonna see wildlife along the way. And then you're gonna come to the largest Mayan temple in Belize, which is of course Caracol. If you're looking for something that's not as much of an adventure, but you wanna see amazing Mayan temples, maybe Zunantunich or Lamanai are good options. Actually, Zunantunich is approximately 25 miles north of Caracol. It's located pretty much right beside San Ignacio town, but Caracol is just insane. It's approximately 1,600 feet above sea level. The grounds there are approximately 200 square kilometers, and just temple after temple. You get a guided tour in there and it's gonna blow your mind. So that is my number 7 Caracol Mayan Temple. Coming in at number 6, we have ATM Cave, and don't be confused by the name ATM. You know, it sounds like, oh, you're gonna be riding an ATM. No, this is an insane adventure. It is an ancient Maya sacrificial site. When you go to ATM Cave, you need to have a tour guide with you just to enter, because at the very beginning of the cave, there's about 12 feet of water. So it's a 40-minute hike into the cave. When you get there, you're gonna see an infamous Mayan sacrificial site, and a lot of the remains, a lot of the ceramics that are there have actually calcified on the grounds. You can see them when you go through. The most infamous of all of them is the Crystal Maiden, which is rumored to be a sacrificed 17-year-old boy. All this stuff is insane, but when you go to Belize, 100% you should go to the ATM Cave, strictly for the natural beauty, the history. It's rumored that the Mayans found this in approximately 300 to 600 AD, and the history is so rich there. That's why it's number 6 on the list. Coming in at number 5, you're probably tired from all the adventuring you've been doing. You might want to lay back and get a cocktail, or maybe you need to feel the sand in your toes. That's why you need to go to the Split at Key Cocker. Key Cocker is the little sister island to San Pedro. When you do go to Belize, typically most travelers are gonna go to San Pedro or Key Cocker because it's the area where you're actually in the closest proximity to the reef. And the number 1 watering hole in Key Cocker is the Split. So go to the Lazy Lizard. You've earned it at this point, guys. get a lizard juice, kick back, enjoy some music, dive in the Caribbean Sea, enjoy life. Number 5, the Split. Number 4, we have 1,000-Foot Falls, and what can I say here, guys? 1,000-Foot Falls. The name kind of describes what it is. It is a 1,000-foot waterfall located in Mountain Pine Ridge, so in the Cayo district again. When you drive in there, the road is a little bumpy, so be prepared. Don't try to go in there on a Honda Civic. You probably need a truck or a guide to take you in. But once you drive into 1,000-Foot Falls, there's a little viewing point, and all you see is a giant valley and a 1,000-foot waterfall. How can you beat that? Number 4, 1,000-Foot Falls. Coming in at number 3, we have the infamous Secret Beach. Again, you've done a little more adventure. You probably want another cocktail. You're in the number 1 tourism destination in Belize, which you need to go to, San Pedro, Ambergris Caye. Come to San Pedro, go to Secret Beach, kick back, do a little bar hop, relax, enjoy the music, enjoy the turquoise blue water, maybe rent a jet ski for the day. This is where you might also turn up a little bit. It's up to you really, but that's what I would do. That's why number 3 for me, Secret Beach. Coming in at number 2, we are still in San Pedro, Hol Chan Marine Reserve. When you go to Hol Chan, basically be prepared to dive into an aquarium. When you get off the boat and you're in the water, you're gonna go through a beautiful marine area. Typically, you're gonna see turtles. You're gonna see a variety of different kinds of fish. You might see nurse shark. It is going to be the underwater experience of your life. We've had divers come from all over the world, and every time we take them to Hol Chan, they are blown away. Very healthy and abundant reef ecosystem. And you need to also see Shark Ray Alley, which is where they feed the nurse sharks and the stingrays. Just a whole other experience. And if you're really brave, again, jump in with the nurse sharks and just enjoy that day. Number 2, Hol Chan and Shark Ray Alley. And of course, coming in at number 1, can I get that drum roll, please? The Great Belize Blue Hole. The Blue Hole is a giant sinkhole located approximately 43 miles from the mainland in Lighthouse Reef Atoll. It's approximately 1,000 feet wide in a circular shape by about 400 feet of depth. It's an amazing diving site. It's an amazing snorkeling site. If you're not up for the 2-hour boat ride to get out to Lighthouse Reef Atoll, then you might want to look at Tropic Air or Maya Air or Astrum Heli and just take the experience of flying over the Blue Hole. I believe the flight is about 40 minutes from San Pedro or Belize City. When you get there, you're gonna get your money's worth. They're gonna give you several laps over the Blue Hole. You're gonna see the abandoned wreck ship out there. You're gonna see Half Moon Cay, get the full experience. So number 1, the Blue Hole. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please don't forget, like, subscribe, and throw a comment on the video. We'll see you in the next video, guys. And as always, hopefully out here in paradise, enjoying one of these 10 activities soon.